Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gabriel and this is Sunday and also the 1st of September. Happy New Month to us all. We'll be looking at directional biases for our watch list or for my watch list in this video. So 100 1S, 75 1S, 10 1S and then 25 index. So please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Like the video if you enjoy it. Don't forget to say your comment in the comment section. Let's get started. Alright guys, so since this is a directional bias, we're going to be starting from where the 24-hour time frame, and we'll be looking at the 4-hour as well for clarifications. Okay, so this is the 24-hour time frame and this is what we have. You all know one of the things I like to do is to focus on what the current side, so that I don't have to waste a lot of time before price actually do something that I can capitalize on. So we have to clean our chart because I'm actually holding a trade, or I was holding a sell. Hit TP already though. I was actually holding a sell, but it's done. So we're going to clean the chart and then we roll it up from the beginning. Okay, so this is a 24-hour and our focal point is going to be the current side. Okay, so from the current side you can see that we have break of structures, right? We have break this structure here, price is down, and based on our point of interest, is the first thing we have to look at is what significant pullbacks. Okay, the first significant pullback before we have this major reversal is here. So we have liquidity lined up here. Prices have to come and collect this liquidity from the 1 hour, from the 24-hour time frame, which is the daily candles. And after that, we have to look for possible point of interest that price can actually mitigate. First, we have this order flow. Secondly, we have this order block here. Price have this order block and this order flow. So basically, or potentially, what we are trying to say is that price is going to what? Price still have the potential of what? Going up still. So what we're going to do is go to the 4-hour to see into the current side what is likely to happen, or why is price still here, or why is price why is price doing what it's currently doing. So let's go to the 4-hour to understand more. So guys, this is the 4-hour time frame, and like I always do, focus on the current side because that's what's going to tell you what is going to happen or likely to happen. So we know that all of these things are just minors, and this is the major major liquidity here, meaning price is going to pull up to this level. Okay, so what we're going to look for now is why is price doing this and what it is going to keep or likely going to keep doing. Now if you look at this side here, we see that we have a sweep, a structural sweep here. So this started the uptrend going towards our point of interest. So after this sweep, price breaking through here or through here, we have change of character here, right? So we are now in a bullish market. The 4-hour is preaching a bullish market to us. So we have this pullback, price went up, price came back down, and price is what? Potentially tapping into the point of interest that is making it what? Rally and trying to go back up. So if I'm to mark something that is still relevant, or that have been relevant until price came into it, I'm going to mark this order flow here. So we have this from here to here. We have this order flow from that top, like so, to here. So price came into the order flow here, right? And so from this 4-hour time frame, I'm looking for bullish potentials here. Price have been battling as well. I've been failing to break a significant high to actually confirm the bullish momentum. But if you look at what happened recently here, you're going to see that we have a particular structure here. You see, this also a sweep. Though one candle closed outside, but the next candle created a bullish confirmation candle. This is a pregnancy candle. The ginormous one is behind it, and then the small candle is in front, a bullish candle. It means what we have a bullish market. We have what a bullish market confirmation. So if you have been trading this guy, you are supposed to have been buying, and we are going to have confidence buying this market when it breaks through this particular structure here. If we have a break of structure here, if we have a break of this high, because this high originated the sweep of this low. So if we have a break of structure here, then we will be confident in what? Buying VIX 100 1S to actually, until we get to our daily time frame target. So I hope this is helpful and simple. So people, if you want to take advantage of our setup every day, you have to join our Telegram. The link is in the description. So I always send trading setups here for free. Now let's look at VIX. Let's look at the next on the line, the next volatility index on our watch list, 75 index. Let's quickly go to the 24-hour before it opens. Alright people, so this is 75 1S index and this is the 24-hour time frame. So if you can see already, we had our setup last week and price is still trying to meet up the criteria we had last week, because last week we actually looked at it on the we looked more on the 4 hour time frame. There's an order block here. We looked at it, I don't know when, but price broke structure, and you see price is trying to catch up with the order block before we have further sells. So I think it's still valid. What we are going to keep doing if we go to a lower time frame is to look for, we have a break of structure, so it's to look for reversals and then look for something here before we look for more sells. But let's cancel everything and still see through price from the 24-hour itself. So this is 24-hour, and you can see, bro, if you understand price action, if you understand, just understand price action, the swings, what happens to each swing, you definitely see what you're supposed to be seeing on chart every time you hop on it. So I'm going to explain. Break of structure here, price came back down, creating lower low. This is a low, price created lower low here. This is a significant pullback, which is what inducement, and then this is an order flow from here to here. Price mitigated the order flow. So what next? Since we are creating down lower lows and lower highs, because this is a high, a lower high. Since we are creating lower lows and lower highs, next thing to do is what? Anticipate the price is going to come back here to create what? To interact with the low, and then possibly create what? Lower low and more lower highs and more lower lows, right? That is just what the 24-hour is saying. So if you zoom in and go into the lower time frames, like the 4-hour time frame, let's look at that. Then you're going to see that setup, the setup I just showed before I deleted. So price broke here on the lower time frame. We're looking to pull back to a point of interest. After pulling back to that point of interest, we are looking to what? Continue the trend to actually meet up with our 24-hour target. So let's go to the 4-hour and let's look at it. Trading is very simple. Reading the chart is very simple when you understand what you're supposed to be doing. Once you are taught the proper, what's it called? The proper things you're supposed to know about the way I'm reading the chart. If you're using this system or any system you use, if you are taught the proper things you're supposed to be looking for, the principles, you're taught the proper concept, the psychology behind each concept, then you are done. It's not difficult. Okay. So if you look at price from here, let's just look at it from this side. If you look at price from here, that we mitigated point of interest. So the lowest time frame, 1 minute for me, is going to be where I'm going to read this guy from. So we have a break of we have change of character here on the 1 minute. Price mitigated point of interest. We broke structure again, created inducement here. Price mitigated this point of interest here, this order flow. Price mitigated it, came down. You broke structure again. Price pullback up, mitigated order block here. Then we are here. Price came close to breaking structure. It didn't. It also did not sweep the liquidity. So liquidity was created at that base here. Liquidity was created there. You can see price did not interact with it. So liquidity was created at the base, and then price went up and broke through. So this is our break of structure here. So we have break of structure right here. After the break of structure, what we have to look for, give me a minute. Yeah, break of structure there. After break of structure, what we have to look for is what? Look for what price is likely going to mitigate to give us what? Continuation of our of our structure, right? So if we look at how this structure played out, it's something like so. We have these, we have that, and then we have this. Okay, that's what it is. Forget about this. This is not relevant because it did not interact with any of the significant strings. It's just a structure within. So it is basically something like so, like this, and like that. Okay, this is what we have. So since that's what we have, as we're going to start filtering point of interest from this top. So if we get a point of interest from here, we're also going to have it at the back of your mind, as back of our mind, till we reach this level. Okay. So the first point of interest we're going to look at is here. You can see we have a valid order block here. Now we have this order block, but price have already mitigated it here, and all of these things too are invalid. So we have an extreme order block here, which is very valid. This one from here to that top is so valid that price is likely to come to extreme before dropping. And also, if we come and zoom in, we are also going to see, since we have pullback here, we're also going to have what? A point of interest here at this order block. Okay, here. For me, based on what I just understood, the price actually created liquidity here and collected it. I'm going to pay more attention to price coming to this extreme OB, to this extreme order block before I actually look for the sales. But nevertheless, if I get confirmation here, I'm going to dive into the trade. So if I also zoom into the current structure, here on the lower time frame, we definitely have a change of character here, and then we have a break of this structure to the upside. Why? Because price swept this low here. Okay, so price swept this low, break of structure here. It's a sweep. I know when this happened. I think 2 days ago, yesterday, 2 days ago, 30th, correct? So break of structure there, right? Since we break structure, we are looking for significant pullback, which is here, and then we're looking for a relevant point of interest, either an order flow or an order block. This is an order flow, price is likely to reverse after mitigating this immediately, and then this is an order block, price is also likely to come here before reversing. That is why I don't trade without confirmation. My confirmation entry is always on the 1 minute. If you don't know how to do this, look in the link in the description and contact me. All right. So we're looking for price to what bounce on any of these things. Let's just use the OB for the focus. Bounce on the OB, create what a higher low, and then come create higher high with this point of interest and drop. Or the second focus is for price to create a higher high, create another higher low, and find its way to our extreme order block before we have what the final drop to actually meet up our daily time frame structure, which is this low here, which is here. So this is what VIX 75 1S is saying. I'm sure this is easy as we are seeing it. Okay, so let's look at the next index and let's keep going till we are done. 10 1S, I think we are almost done. I'm getting a Zoc set here too. Trading is easy, man. Reading the chart is so nice when you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, sorry, my man. Okay, so you can see very easy, just like we always have. So this one is so simple. You see price swept this low. Anytime we sweep a low, we are just trading M's and W. So the W like so. So we are battling what till the origin of this low. So the origin of this low is somewhere so high. You see it over there. This is the focus I'm having. The origin of this low, you can see it came from here like so, went up, swept. So we are anticipating price to come here long run. That is how it's going to happen. Okay, that's how it's going to happen. Nothing else. Okay. Now we have, if you look at this is coming from somewhere, but wherever it's coming from, we don't want to know. But we have break of structure here, right? I'm trying to give us confluences to what I just said, that price is going to go to that high. So we have break of structure there. After breaking structure, we have to collect all the liquidity and mitigate something. Then we can continue what our structure. Now, if you look at what price did, we mitigated something here, order flow. So price mitigated order flow right there, and then you can see we are going up. So since this is a break of structure and this is the highest high, we also know that what price is to come to interact with what the last significant high, sweep or break, then we can continue the trend or have a reversal. So also W formation, we are going there. And for the least, price is definitely going to come here because we actually have a relaxation before we have this. So this is the last impulse that created this low. So price definitely going to come here. So if you're having VIX 10 1S on your watch list, we're looking more to buy on the direction on the 24-hour is what more of buying. So let's look at not 1 hour, let's look at the 4 hour. This is directional bias, so I'm not diving deep into the day trading time frames. I'm just looking at the structure, the overall direction, so that we can have a clue. When you sometimes you have directional bias of daily, even if your directional bias on the higher time frame is for buys, there are still sell opportunity a lot. Like we're having directional bias for buys on VIX 100 1S index, and I sold today, and sales have been going on as well. So you have to understand why. You have to understand how to link each time frame trend to one another. That is the only way you can roll. And also the myth of trading only the higher time frame trend, you have to delete it from your mindset. Okay. Of course, you need that trend to actually guide the trend of the lower time frame, but have at the back of your mind that every time frame has its own trend. My network is fucking up and it's making me talking too much. Alright guys, so this is the 4 hour time frame, and you can see we have price sweep structure, right? So after sweeping a structure, we are to look for potential reversals, and that is what we did. I think I shared this particular setup on the Telegram. So if you want to join the Telegram, look in the link in the description and you take advantage of our sometimes free signals and regular setups. Okay, so price sweep, we're looking for buys. Okay, and what price sweep means basically is that, you see, this was the previous low, right? From this whatever we're having here, this was a high, a lower high, lower high. This was a lower low, and then this was the last low, as like the last lower low, right? So price swept this low, and what this low converted to this, and this become the low right now. So this has become the low. Is higher, is is slightly lower than it, so this is what becomes the low right now. That is what a sweep means, shifting of structure. So structure shifted to here, and then this have become what our high. Okay, so price broke through the previous high and gave us what higher high, and we're looking for what potential point of interest for this guy to come back and give us what a higher low. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so potential point of interest that this guy will come and give us is where the problem is a little bit, because if I just randomly want to mark, I'm going to mark this as another flow, right? But it is not. Why? Because this is where our inducement is. I think that place will become a point of interest only when price decides to kind of like push up a little bit, and then here become inducement before we come to mitigate the whole of this accumulation and then buy off. So we have to wait for what price is going to do to actually understand better. But from what we have right here, we can see that we have price pushing up, and all of these things are mitigating each other. This one also mitigated this one. Then here we have this mitigated this one before that push, but we have a wick here that is not mitigated. So this particular wick is kind of like the only thing I'm seeing the price will come to. This is also a wick, but this is the inducement wick because this is having the highest level before pulling back. So this is our inducement. So this is the only thing that is looking like price will come back to before we push up. So we are looking for price to see what's going to happen. So potentially we are looking for it to come here, and then we keep buying till we get to what our higher time frame point of interest, which is here, because we mitigated here, broke structure from behind. So I hope I am not too fast. If I'm too fast, please tell me to break it next time. Tell me on the comment section so that I can actually break down, be slow next time. Also, if you go on the 1 hour, which I don't want to because that is day trading, and I'm giving you directional bias here. If you go on the 1 hour time frame, this is going to be our focus. I'm sure we have had a change of character here. Price try to mitigate something here so that we can start dropping to actually come to mitigate our point of interest. Let's look at the last index, which is VIX 25 index. This is 25 index, and this have been the most craziest index this whole week and the last week. You can see this drop, bro. Whoever caught this is smiling right now, but some of us we were looking for pullbacks based on our criteria, but it didn't happen. So glory be to God, anyways. So we're looking for what our point of interest is. Let's look at what price have to say, then we can know what we're actually looking for. Current side of the market. This is 24 hour, right? Current side of the market, we just have a sweep, right? So we just had a sweep on the current side of the market based on our criteria. We had a sweep, and that's why price is kind of buying, right? So after having a sweep, like I said from the last example, is what M's and W kind of stuff. So the low that was here have been shifted to here. So we're looking for what W to kind of like meet up this high that originated the swing. That is what a sweep does. So we're looking for what potential buyers. So let's look at the 4 hour time frame to see if we are going to see more confidences to our direction, or to just understand properly what price is currently doing. This is the 4 hour time frame. I think it was this morning. No, it was yesterday. I was anticipating what will happen to this high. If there was a sweep, then I would like look for a sell to kind of like mitigate this, but it didn't sweep. Instead, it created liquidity, kind of like giving me more confidence that we're going to buy because price is definitely going to come back for this liquidity. It created equal high for those people trading support and resistance. So today, I think they are smiling on this one if they actually took the trade. So it created equal high, which is not supposed to be. Price is going to actually come and take it. So we're looking for potential buys. Price is barely giving us structure yet. It just gave us, this pull down and then this push up, creating this M, which didn't complete for us to, actually look at selling it here. It didn't because it created equal high. So what I'm looking at is that price should give us more information to be able to make more better, to be able to make better decisions. But if you go on the 1 hour time frame, this is already a change of structure here, and then this is looking like a potential reversal level for price. So price can bounce off here. Obviously, it's a supply level, it's a demand, so price can actually bounce off there and go and collect that high, creating the proper break of structure. Then we can come back here and buy off. So this is what we are looking at on my watch list, and these are the indexes I'll be trading for next week. If you want to get set up on daily basis, please look in the link in description and join our Telegram for free. Thanks for watching and stay highest.